What's up, what's up, what's up? It's your man, Chazz Ellis, once again giving you the information that you asked me for. Make sure you go to the ChazzEllisProject.com and answer this question. Would you date somebody that slept with one of your friends? Alright? Also, make sure you go there and get consultation. Make sure you get the email address. All kind of stuff you can shop for on there at the ChazzEllisProject.com. Also, pay attention to what I'm about to tell you in this video and look up AskChazzEllis Presents the Game Plan, because I'm going to show you how to put all this information and this knowledge that I'm dropping. I'm going to show you how to put that to use so that you can make it work for you in your life. Show you how men think, show you how women think. Pay attention to this video and you'll see what I'm talking about. Then go to the ChazzEllisProject.com and get the live stream of the dating class that I'm going to be teaching. So you can look at that from the comfort of your daggone living room. Anyway, somebody asked me, a lady asked me, she said, what is it about sex? Why do dudes place such a high value on sex? What's up with that? Good question. And I'm going to tell you, first of all, for me to tell you why guys think like that, I got to let you understand that we got to break into how women think, okay? And how it's a difference between the two. Okay, as a woman. Because you got to understand, the sexes program each other. We program you, you guys program us. You guys are programmed to think that the level of commitment that a guy gives, the amount of money that he spends on you, and things of that nature are what makes a guy, what shows you a guy loves you. How much he's willing to share with you emotionally, that shows you a guy loves you. Why do you think that? Because you're right. That's how we think. That shows you that we care about you. What we've done over the years is we've shown women that what we do with you sexually doesn't mean anything. We'll have circuit sex with a girl where we tie each other up and ride down the street butt naked. And if that girl was to ask us about our childhood or ask us to meet a family member or something like that, like, hey, can I meet your mother? We'd be like, what the? Just because I poured honey on you and licked it off doesn't mean that we're close enough for you to be meeting my parents. Are you out your damn mind? No, I don't want to talk about my childhood and my life. Go on somewhere. That's how we think. So because of that, women have been programmed to think that if a guy's wanting to have sex with me, that doesn't mean anything. And you're right. You're absolutely 100% right. If a guy wants to have sex with me, it means nothing. If a guy shares with me, if a guy's willing to make a commitment, if a guy's willing to give me things, to do things for me, and share himself emotionally, then he does care about me, and that's most likely showing that he does love me. Absolutely correct. You're right. Well, how do men think? How have you programmed men to think? Men think like this: what a woman is willing to do for me, the sex that a woman is willing to give me, and the level that she's willing to take it to. That shows me that she cares about me and wants to be with me. Why is that? Because from day one, when we're young, when we're in high school, basically what happens is you got the guy that the girl really wants to be with, and the, what do they call him? The friend. Who's at a higher level? The friend of the guy? Oh, clearly not the friend. The friend is like pretty much as low as you can get. When you're in the friend zone, that's why they call it that, you're pretty much as low as you can be. The guy who's getting the sex is the guy that the girl actually cares about, right? That's across the board. That's not even debatable. We all know that. That's why they call it the friend zone. The guy that's getting the sex is the guy that the girl actually cares about. He's the one that's winning. And how do we know that? Because you never really see the captain of the football team in the friend zone. It's always the dude on the outskirts that's kind of, not really that popular and stuff like that. So as men, we are programmed naturally to believe that losers don't get sex, winners get sex. I'm not saying just because you're the captain of the football team, you're a winner, and just because you may be playing Dungeons and Dragons, you're a loser. But I'm just saying for these terms of high school and how things kind of went, I'm just saying in that respect, there's the most popular person is generally the one getting sex, and the person is a little less popular, or not really the guy that the girl's really wanting to be with, he's the friend. All right? So as men, we're automatically programmed to believe that the level of sex you give us shows what value that we have. Because you'll share yourself. You'll tell that dude that's your friend everything. You'll talk about all your problems with him. Guys that's been in the friend zone quite a bit, let them know. Keep it real. Y'all tell your problems to him. Y'all talk about your mama, your daddy. He knows everybody in your family. You go through all of that emotional stuff with him. But where's the barrier that you draw? Where's the line that you draw in the sand? Where's the barrier that you put up? Sex. So that's programmed us to think like that. All right, let's fast forward a little bit to when you're in a relationship. This is how men feel. When we commit to a relationship with you, when we fall in love with you and even get married, when a guy gets married to you, he feels like, I've done everything that I can possibly do to show you that I love you. Remember what men do. Commitment. Getting you things. Sharing themselves emotionally. That's all of that wrapped into one. He had to buy a ring. He had to get down on one knee and basically, make himself as vulnerable as you could possibly be. And then he had to make the ultimate commitment. Damn, life. You don't get no more committed than that. He had to make that commitment to you. So he's done everything he can possibly do. Now, as a woman, here's where the confusion comes in. You guys feel a lot of times, well, I married him too. So I made the same level of commitment. No, you didn't. You made the commitment, but you didn't show your love in the same way. Why is that? Let's be real. Let's be 100% real here. Now, I know it's always going to be someone out there that goes, I don't think like that. Okay, well, you don't count because you're going to always be judged on the standard. It's a dude out there who don't just have sex freely. There's a few of them out there. But are you going to believe that? Hell no. Like, girl, if I give you this D, that means I really love you. You'd be a damn fool if you believe that. You'd probably be the dumbest person on earth if you really believe that. So we're going to be judged on the whole. So I know a lot of women are like, I don't think like that, but all of you, for the most part, want to get married, want to be in a committed relationship. Because if women was running around there wanting to have sex with random dudes all the time, like men, if the vast majority of you did that, then we get laid all the time. And we know that's not true. So we know that's not how you think. So basically when you get married, what you're doing is accepting our love. Yeah, you may love us, but you're not showing love by marrying us. I want you to understand that. Because it'll show you why God thinks the way he thinks. You're accepting our love because you're accepting our forms of love. You understand what I'm saying? You're accepting our love currency. That's commitment and all the things I just talked about. But now you have to give that back. Not your love, not what you think you should be paying, which is, I married you. I love you. I talk about my emotions and my feelings with you. What are you talking about? I'm giving you commitment. You can't give that back. It's kind of like this. If you went to Walmart, all right, I don't know what country you live in, whatever, but if you went to Walmart and you said, in the cashier said, what you bought is going to be $29.99. And you said, oh, okay, cool. $29.99. And you pulled out $30 worth of Chuck E. Cheese tokens. That person's going to look at you like, what the hell is this? And you be like, what are you talking about? I bought these at Chuck E. Cheese. I can spend these at Chuck E. Cheese all day long. Like, nigga, this ain't Chuck E. Cheese. This is Walmart. That currency is not valuable at Walmart. We don't take that at Walmart. I don't give a damn if you bought that from Chuck E. Cheese and you can play all the video games. That's what Chuck E. Cheese is for some of y'all. It might be from a different place. It's a video game place for kids. You bought those at Chuck E. Cheese. They spend at Chuck E. Cheese, but they don't spend at Walmart, bruh. Get out of here with that. So that's how it is for men too. A lot of times women want to return the love currency that they take. You take that emotional stuff and all those type of things. Remember I made that video, Men Just Love Differently? That's what it's about. We have a different love currency. We look at that stuff as Chuck E. Cheese tokens. We're like, we don't care about that. That doesn't mean you love me. That doesn't tell me you love me because We may have been the friend before where you talked about all your problems with the friend. We may have even been the dude that you claimed you were in a committed relationship with while you was having sex with other people because you really liked them. We could have been in any of those positions. So we ain't buying it. Just like us giving you the D and saying, hey, I love you because I'm giving you the D. You ain't buying that either because you're smarter than that. So what you have to understand about men is when they marry you, they feel like they told you that they loved you. They did everything that they were supposed to do. So now when they sit here and say, hey, girl, will you do this for me sexually? Will you do that for me sexually? And you're like, no, I ain't really feeling that. I don't really want to do that. I ain't cool with that. Blah, blah, blah. You know, you feeling like that. What you're telling that person is, I don't really love you like that. You think he was comfortable getting down on his knees and telling you and asking you to marry him? No. You think he was comfortable committing the rest of his life to one woman? I don't care what he told you. He's still a man. And he think like any other man. So no. He wasn't. But he did those things anyway because he wanted to show you that he loved you. He was giving you his love currency. So when he asked for that same currency back and you don't give it to him, he's looking at it like, this chick is full of that bull. I'm gonna make it real plain for you and give you an example that you can super understand. What if you got with a dude, and I know all y'all be like, I would never do this. But okay, just hypothetically. What if you was dealing with a dude for like 4 months? You did circus sex with him. You did everything he wanted to do. You let him tie you up and pour ice water on you. You let him do all kind of stuff on you. You put baking soda on this man's toes and licked it off. All kinds of crazy crap, right? And then, yeah, baking soda. I said that. Let it marinate. But you did all this crazy stuff, and then one day you walk up to him and say, hey, where's this going? Are we going to be in a real relationship? He goes, you know what? I'm not comfortable with the idea of being in a real relationship with somebody. I like things the way they are, and I'm not really trying to do all that. I'm not comfortable with that. I'm not cool with it. Your face is going to be like, I did circus sex with you, trying to be in a relationship with your ass, and you going to just play me like this? You would be pissed. Don't lie and say you wouldn't. You would be. So when a guy gets married to you, when a guy makes that level of commitment, and then all of a sudden you're like, I don't really want to do this. I don't really want to do that. I don't really feel like making this. I don't really feel like doing that. What you're telling them is that I gave up all my love currency that you cared about, and I'm not getting anything in return. Also, we have a second place loser syndrome when this happens. And let me tell you what I mean by that. We know, you can't lie to us. We know that there were some dudes that you probably had sex with, tried to create a relationship with, and they wasn't willing to do it. Right? Be real with yourself. That's happened to most of you, if not all. It's happened to most of you. We know that. We ain't stupid. We've done that to somebody else. So when you sit here and say things like, I'm not willing to do this sexually, I'm not willing to do that in this situation, I'm not willing to do that, what we're basically hearing in our mind is, wait a minute. You let this other dude smash. He wasn't willing to be in a real relationship with you. You probably did everything you do for me, the things you're comfortable with. He got that for free while I gave you something that I'm only going to give you. You're not willing to do something for me that you would only do for me. But you did you've given the things you're comfortable with to pretty much any dude that you were dating, or to some other dudes that you probably didn't date. Be real, let's be grown. You probably did that with some other dudes you didn't date. So basically, I married you to get what they got. For the people who didn't marry you, that's a ripoff. That's a ripoff. That's like I paid my love currency to get what another nigga got for free. I'm supposed to get my currency back. I'm giving you things I don't give. Give me things you don't give. That's why guys feel this way. Now, some of you ladies are going to understand where I'm coming from, what I'm telling you. Some of you don't want to understand, so it don't matter if I told it to you in English, Spanish, French, you're still not going to connect with this or accept it. I get that. But this is just to let you guys know why guys feel the way that they feel. Go ahead and hit me up on the ChazzEllisProject.com. Talk about some of these questions and things with me. If somebody has sex with your friend, would you date them? Also, like I said, If you want to learn how to put a lot of these things I'm teaching you about men and women into practice, go to Ask Chazz Ellis Presents the Game Plan and get the live stream. That's going to be on the ChazzEllisProject.com website. And it's going to be an annotation somewhere in here that you can just click. Boom, you'll be on it. All right. Make sure you go ahead and do that. And if you want to make donations or something on there on the website also, you can do that too. Yeah. Make sure you like and subscribe and share this with other people. It's your man, Chazz Ellis. Also, hit me up on Facebook on Ask Chazz Ellis on Facebook. Do that too. It's your man, Chazz Ellis. Peace.